Okay, welcome to the channel and the video, everybody. Today I am super excited because I'm gonna try out something pretty amazing. This air fryer here, because I basically live in Hong Kong and I have a quite small kitchen here, as you might see. So basically I don't have an oven, but I have some really high hopes for this, that this might change my whole cooking game. So today I'm gonna try to do French fries and a bit of steak. So let's see how that turns out. So I'm gonna eat the steaks. I'm actually just gonna put this to thaw a bit in water because it's frozen. I had this from quarantine. I prefer fresh meat, but I'm just gonna eat the fries with something. So I'm gonna go for steak, but then I'm gonna focus on the fries. And I'm also gonna do some vegetables like tomato, garlic, a bit of shallots and mushroom to go with the steak, because I'm gonna go outside for a walk later and I need a lot of energy. Then we're gonna focus on the fries. So I'm gonna cut these up and then dry them a bit, put some salt and pepper, and then let's try the air fryer. So I guess the coffee machine has to move over and make space for the air fryer, because I do not have a lot of space, but I don't have an oven, so I really want to try this. First I'm just gonna cut these open and prepare the potatoes. Okay, so that took 9 minutes to cut, but I guess you can buy these kind of automatic slicers if you want to speed up the process, but I mean 9 minutes is okay. I still have to wait 20 minutes or so in the air fryer for this, so if this turns out well, which I think it will, this looks amazing, I might get one of those and get starting doing more fries. So let's see, move on. So actually you need to dry up the fries before you put them in the air fryer. So I don't have any of these kind of kitchen towels, so I'm just gonna use normal paper here, which is definitely not ideal, but it is what it is. So to sort of wipe a bit out of the water coming out of the fries here. Because I don't know if that's enough, but I'm getting hungry, so I'm gonna start. So I'm gonna add a bit of oil here, and I always measure everything on scale to keep the track of the calories here. So let's see. So I have some Himalayan salt here, but I guess anything would do. Bit of pepper. Let's move this around. And then it's time to unpack the actual air fryer and see how it works. Has to heat up, I think, like 5 minutes or so. Oops. This is looking promising. Nice. I'm looking forward to this lunch. And I did not have any breakfast. It's my first meal of the day, and it's exactly noon right now, 12:01. So that's good, saving some calories for this meal that I'm pretty sure is gonna be nice. So let's move on. Guess it's time to unpack the thing. Okay, so sorry for my kind of dirty kitchen area here. It is what it is, can't do much about it. And I don't have much space, but it seems to fit nicely. So let's unpack this and see what it looks like. Instruction manual, maybe it can come in handy, hopefully not, let's see. Ooh, it kind of feels like Christmas. Wow, that's a big guy. Ooh. Let's get this box out of here. Okay, this is what we're dealing with. Actually, it's not that big. I don't think it takes up too much space, so maybe I'll be able to have it next to my coffee machine. Looks pretty cool. The right plug. Nice. Open it. Ooh, we're ready to go. That's cool. So let's fire this guy up. Let's see. Ooh, making noises. Okay. So it's the first time I put this on. I have no clue how it's working, but they say it should take roughly 5 minutes to warm up or something like that. The plan is 375 degrees for 15 minutes or so with the fries. 15 to 20, so like 2 rounds are taken up and like stir them around a bit. So let's see how this works. Push here. Ooh, okay. Now we get some options. So it says 200 degrees here. That's the maximum you can pick. I guess actually 375 for maybe that's Fahrenheit that I read somewhere. But anyway, you can't go higher here actually. So 200, and it has the fry symbol here, so I guess that should be it. So let's try to start it, see what happens. It's making some noises. 25 minutes. Let's see. I don't know if we need that much, but it's definitely on, making some sounds. So I let it sit there for a while, and then I'm gonna start preparing the rest of the food. So I have the fries sitting here, and I also have the steak. I'm gonna cut that up, and I also prepared some other vegetables. So I'm gonna fry that up while this is heating up, and then let's get this party started. So you even got some good recommendations here. So there is actually no fries here, maybe another page, or I guess it was actually me being blind. It's here, so you have fries. So I guess that's what we're doing. 25 minutes, so according to YouTube it's between 15 and 20, but I guess 25 will survive waiting that as well. Let's see and see if they turn out crispy or not. So I'm gonna take the fries and put them in here. I guess I'm gonna use my hands. It's 22 minutes left, so I guess it's been warming up for 3 minutes. Maybe that's not even necessary, but let's put them inside. Yeah, you can definitely feel the heat. Just put them in here. Wow. Here, it's been warm. Maybe this is the wrong order, I have no clue. Let's see. Okay, so we have them in there. Let's get those fries crispy and crunchy. So I guess the good thing is you actually see it's 17 minutes here counting now, which means I only have 17 minutes to cook up this steak, prepare everything and the vegetables. So basically I know I'm gonna be eating in 20 minutes, and that I am excited about. So I'm gonna just prepare this, put some salt and pepper on it, maybe some olive oil, and then stir everything up, and then time to eat. So a bit of pepper and salt. Actually first I'm just gonna take a bit of the moisture away here, so it's not too much water inside after de-thawing it here. I don't know if that's even a word. And put a bit of salt to dry out a bit of the water. I'm by no way like a professional chef on cooking steak, so this might be destroying it, I don't know. Give me a comment if I'm doing it completely wrong, but anyhow I'm pretty sure it's gonna be tasty. Maybe not the perfect one, but definitely edible, so let's move on. So I'm just a little bit excited to see what it looks like with the fries inside, so I think I'm just gonna take them out here and see what it looks like. Interesting. Still have like 7 minutes to go. Maybe I should stir them around actually a bit. Guess I can do that. So you're not supposed to need this, but I don't know, let's try it. It looks like it's kind of burned only on one side, but I'm pretty sure this is gonna be pretty fantastic. So yeah, okay, let's put them back in. Nice. Okay, so sorry for the frying pan being a bit dirty, but it is what it is. I don't have anything better, and also not optimal kitchen, but let's get the party starting and fry this up. So I put 7 grams of oil in total, both on the steak and this. I want to try to keep the fats quite low generally in everything that I cook. And I've been using butter more than oil lately, but I think for frying kind of vegetables and things like this, it's quite nice to have oil. So hope that's enough. So we keep the calories low, because actually steak has quite a lot of calories. The fries has a lot of carbs as well, so I don't want to make this meal too heavy on the calorie side of things, but I will put that in the end, summarizing everything. This is just to make it a bit more flavorful and also increase the volume, because the worst is when you eat a meal and you don't feel full afterwards. And this has very low calorie content, basically tomatoes, mushrooms, onions is only maybe like 100 calories here in total or something like that. But I guess the oil actually is like probably 50 on top of that, so maybe this whole frying pan is like 200 right now. So I'm gonna fry this up quickly, and then I'm just gonna put the steak on the side. Hope I don't burn that, so we get nice and juicy. Fries only have a few minutes left. Wow, the onion smells fantastic. I am so excited about this meal. I haven't been this excited for a while about trying new foods. I don't know why I waited so long to try the air fryer. I'm sure this is gonna be an insanely nice meal. I just want to check on the fries here. We only have 3 minutes left actually, according to this. I just want to see how they're doing and if we need to flip them around a bit or not. Ooh, looking good. Just gonna mix them a bit. Yeah, I don't want to ruin them, so I'm gonna put them back in. Yeah, let's continue. So I don't want to get them burned. It's probably a bit too much already, so I'm gonna put all of this just in my little bowl here and put a plate on it and then fry the steak. So actually the air fryer made a sound. It's done now, so I have to be quick. Okay, so the vegetables here, I'm gonna keep them on the side and go for the steak. Okay, so last time when I did this, I actually used the frying pan and just did the steak next to the vegetables, but now I cleaned it up, so maybe that's a mistake. Let me know in the comments if I'm doing it wrong. But basically I think it's gonna be less burned now, or at least reduce the likelihood of that happening. So, since I already put olive oil on the steak, I think I shouldn't really need that much butter, but I might be wrong, so I'm gonna explore this way of doing it. And sorry for it looking kind of dirty down here on the bottom of the screen here, it looks a bit dirty, but so I'm having this on kind of medium heat now. We'll see, keep it a few minutes and hope it doesn't get burned. I want to keep it a bit medium rare. So I guess this is kind of a sign of probably not the good quality steak is frozen, but it's been almost 3 minutes now, so I'm gonna try to flip it, see, hope it's not too burned on the other side. Not burned, just doesn't look so fresh, but I don't know, let's take this away. Yeah, I don't want it to be burned, but I don't think it will be either. It looks good. I don't know if the heat is too high. You get kind of a bit under time pressure because you have the air fryer counting down and that's done. The vegetables are cooked, so it's basically only this left. I think generally you're not supposed to flip them that much because it can get dry, but I want to make sure it's not burned. So reduce the heat a bit. I think like 3 minutes or so on each side. It looks like it's getting a bit brown. So I think we're getting there. I don't want to get it too burned, so I'm actually going to take the plate now and put it on. Let's put this on. Oops, and then put the vegetables on as well. See if we can get all of this in one shot. Definitely not ideal angle, but I'm gonna put some of the vegetables here first. Half. Save the rest for a bit later. And then let's see how the fries turned out. I have no clue what it looked like. Does it? I'm sure you can probably do it better, but this definitely looks pretty good to me. So I'm gonna pour them out. Not the best angle, sorry about that. Ooh, that looks crispy. We'll take half. Maybe not the most beautiful shot for Instagram, but let's at least we have a meal here. Now it's finally time to dig in, and I'm also gonna have some no sugar added ketchup on the side. I'm not gonna drench it, so I just put it on the side, but this is a good way to cut down on calories as well, so hopefully that's gonna bring out the flavors. And then I'm gonna sprinkle a bit more of salt and pepper as well when I go for it. But let's dig in. So I hope the steak is not burned or, well, too raw basically. Let's try. First I'm just gonna grab a fry here without anything on it. Give it a review. Wow, that tastes good. Not super crunchy, but wow, it's good. I think I might have started kind of a frying addiction here. I foresee a lot of videos coming up with this. Wow, good. I'm just gonna try to add a bit of ketchup to spice it up a bit. Let's see here. Ooh, that was not pretty. Okay, so I haven't really shaken this. Looks like a disaster. Let's dip it. Wow, pretty crazy. You can cook this at home. I mean, I've never cooked this before. Normally you eat fries and ketchup out, but this is some good stuff. It's gonna be interesting to see the calorie breakdown as well. But if you have only one big meal and then a small one later, it's fine. Looks a bit messy, but wow, wow, wow. What can I say? I'm gonna eat more potatoes from now on, that's for sure. Let's try out the steak. Okay, so maybe this is a little bit too well done. Okay, so I think I cooked this steak too much. Well, it's frozen as well, but definitely my mistake as well. But anyhow, this is a good Sunday lunch, I can tell you that. Wow. So it only took me like an hour to do this. Well, it's a little bit pink, so I guess not too well done, but I want to have more juice inside. But I filmed everything, and it's like only an hour. I think the fries are basically 20 minutes, 25 in the frying thing. You have to prepare it, but it took me 10 minutes to cut that up. The vegetables and the steak, so wow, yeah, pretty fast then. Okay, so that's gonna wrap up this video and kind of review and first attempt ever at air frying since I don't have an oven. So I think a lot more of that's gonna come down going forward here. So if you have other things you want me to try or suggestions on how to cook this a little better, give me a like, comment, subscribe, and see you in the next video.